And what is up, guys? Technical Stinkers here, following up. Put a video out a few days ago regarding Etsy banning 3D prints. Lots of content been coming out about it, lots of other creators talking about it, and a lot of back and forth. Some people reaching out to Etsy for clarification. I'm getting a lot of comments about it. Just want to address a few of those and kind of add an addendum to some of the other things that I said in my video. Check out Secretforge's video here. He commented on my video. Some other people have been posting his video in some other places. Be sure to subscribe to him too. It looks like he does mostly shorts, but he put out this long form video regarding it. He goes on to say in my comments anyway, hey there, a lot of what has been circulating is misinformation. I received a detailed email back from Etsy at pretty much debunks all of the fear that is roaming around the 3D printing community. It says as long as people are following the merchants are following Etsy's guidelines, they're not going to get banned. So the gist of it is, as long as you've got a license to sell it and that your description and your picture accurately represents what it is that you're selling, then you're going to be fine. It says later too that Etsy does not proactively remove listings solely based on involving 3D printing or CNC tools. Enforcement actions are typically based on policy violations such as unlicensed use of copyrighted material or reselling mass-produced goods. And this is where I wanted to add some addendum, because a lot of people are coming in and saying like, this is great. I saw Samcraft's video, you're saying it was good. A lot of people saying it was good. Me, I mean, I just don't really have an opinion on this, you know, back one way or the other, because I sell some stuff on Etsy. I don't really sell like a lot of licensed stuff, and I know a lot of you guys do, and you're probably like, you know, maybe worried about it or not. But I get both sides of the equation. I don't think it's important to have an opinion on everything, and maybe I should because I'm making videos, but you know, I just don't see it as bad or good. But what I do see and what I do understand and what I do believe is that Etsy wants money. And so the reason that AI stuff, mass-produced stuff, drop ship stuff, unlicensed stuff or whatever is so prolific on Etsy is because of the fees. And if you sell on Etsy, you know that a large portion of your sales goes to Etsy fees. And so for them to take any action whatsoever against anything, it's hurting their own bottom line. And so they don't want to do that. So I believe that they're not going to do that. They're not going to enforce things. They're not going to remove things unless they are compelled to do so. So if the consequences outweigh the potential rewards, they'll just do that math. They are $1 billion company. I guess, are they worth $1 billion? They're a big company. They're going to do that math to figure out whether or not it makes sense to do that, to remove things, because it's like, well, if we don't, we could get sued and then we'd have to pay all this money. But if we remove it, then we're losing all this money in fee. That's Etsy right now? Etsy?
The credit adjustment division.
I don't have any debt. Anyway, I think they're going to do that math. And they might say, they can't say on the outwardly that they're going to do that. Well, you know, we're just going to decide whatever makes the most money for us. They can't say that. No one can say that. I can say that. But I think that's actually what goes on. And that's what a lot of companies do. If I was Etsy, it's probably what I would do as well. Because I have to put out something saying like, yeah, we don't condone this bad thing that's currently going on our platform that's making us a boatload of money. So please don't do it. And so if people report people that are doing that kind of thing, then they are compelled to take an action. But if no one's reporting it and no one's saying anything, then why would they? I know there's a lot of fish shakers out there that like to say, oh, this is how the world should be, and it shouldn't be like that. But the world operates in a way that, you know, it's going to operate the way it's going to operate. So you can shake your fist or you can get with the program. I think that's what's going to happen. I think probably nothing will change, and this is all just smoke. I mean, it's all just, you know, crazy. Oh my God, the thing happened. Hey, and I'll make videos on it because I want views, because I want money too. You shouldn't be after money. Someone also saying I made clickbait. Look, the clickbait thing, all the biggest channels do the clickbait thing, and it works. I have to do it. If I don't do it, no one will subscribe and watch, and then I don't get any money from sponsors, and then what am I doing here? So anyway, that's the addendum to this whole Etsy fiasco. Will anything come of it? Probably not, in my view. Nothing's really gonna happen. It's just them sort of tweaking their outwardly facing sort of their platitudes. You know, they have to say this for legal protection, so that if it comes back and someone on the platform gets popped selling licensed stuff, and then the person tries to point their finger at Etsy because Etsy's got a bigger bank account and they try to sue them, then they can point to their TOS and say like, oh, no, they were violating the rules. It's not on us, it's on them. Go after them, not us. I think that's what's going on here, again, without looking into it any deeper. So let me know what you think in the comments. Was this all just a big nothing burger with cheese? Or is there some teeth behind this? Or are you still scared? I wouldn't be. If I'd just continue to stay the course. If you've got a big Etsy shop and your income depends heavily on Etsy, then yeah, maybe take some proactive steps to kind of mitigate that risk, pull some things off. But, if you're just doing it as a side hustle and, you're making some pretty good scratch selling something that is pseudo licensed or public domain, then I obviously can't condone that because I have to watch out for legal stuff too. But I probably wouldn't be worried about it. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Be sure to like the video because it's the nice thing to do. And of course, subscribe for more content like this. I'm the Technicals. See you next time.